Hey all, this is John from Voltage Shield Marketing for Electricians, and today we're going to look at the Dallas market for electricians. And whereas last week we looked at some sites that had a lot of opportunity to improve in local search, this week we're going to look at some sites that are doing really well and try and dig in and see what they're doing, so that maybe there's some items that we can copy or we can replicate. So here we are on Google. Let's go ahead and do. Let's see, Electricians Dallas. All right, so we're going to check out the local market. And yeah, just to be clear, we're not so much concerned about the sponsored area. I think the main value for small businesses is to work on their website to be featured in what's called the local pack, which is what a lot of searchers see when they do like a near me search, electricians near me, and it gets the businesses that show up here tons of engagement, to the tune of about 126% more engagement than people who are not on the local pack. So today I thought I would look at the business Mr. Electric of Dallas. All right. So let's see here. Here's our knowledge panel, and just from a cursory view, we can see that their category is electrician. We can book online. We can go see their website. They've got directions. We can call them. They've got their address filled out, areas served. Dallas, the reviews are quite high, and they've got 167 photos, so that's always good to see. If you're not adding photos to your Google business profile, definitely start doing that. Let's go ahead and look at their website and see what we've got going on. All right, and I've obviously looked at this before, and this is one that I really like. Why do I like it? Well, the video shows what you can expect from Mr. Electric Service Techs. They've got a call now number right up top. You can schedule right from the website. There are, let's see here, if we scroll down a little bit, it tells you very clearly what services they offer. So repair, lighting installation, they're 24 hours. As a consumer, that's just helpful to know. They've got pictures of their crew and their vans, so that's cool. Once again, we see their contact number. So they've got it more than once, and some sites don't even have it at all. So I think it's great that they're, because people are scrolling down, they're not necessarily going to want to scroll back up. Crazy as that is, like, people are pretty lazy online. You got to help them. So the fact that they're showing their number over and over again I think is great. There's a few more, obviously some like bigger ticket services they offer. So we know that electrical vehicle charger installation is a profitable one for electricians. Power surge protection, commercial lighting. This is one that I really like. Reasons to work with Mr. Electric of Dallas. So they run through maybe all the concerns that some of their customers might have. So they are insured, they're local, licensed, the pricing is flat and it's upfront. So that they have a guarantee, they're courteous, you can schedule an appointment time, they don't do overtime charges, and then special offers. Yeah, they've got reviews, and you can see, like, I'm just scrolling and scrolling. So this is great. Let's see here. We should be able to find their address and their phone number, and that's going to be on every single page. So all in all, they're, at least from their homepage, it's. So what I like to do here is put a website into my SEO tool, known as Ahrefs, and go here to organic keywords. And this is going to show me all the keywords they rank for and where they rank. So for instance, electrician in Dallas, Texas, that's a great keyword. What's their position? Well, it's number 2. That's amazing. That means that means outside of the local pack, just in regular SEO results, that they're coming up in the 2nd position. So Mr. Electric of Dallas, they're ranking 1st, no surprise there. Let's see, Dallas Electrician, let's see how they're doing there. 7th, that's really good. This is 1st or 2nd page of Google, and there's just a ton of opportunity here. I'd say overall, the keywords that they're ranking for and the positions that they've got, they're doing. And what's interesting to note is that you can see that, like, the URL here, this is their homepage. So that homepage that we looked at, that long scroll with all that content, that's actually giving them a ton of value for really important keywords. Electrician Dallas, they're ranking for that keyword for their homepage. So that means that this is generating a ton of value for the business. Okay, so let's look at the technical aspects of their on-site SEO. So I am going to use a GPT agent that I've set up that goes and scrapes the site and just looks for some of the technical details of what they're doing. So as we can see here, as this populates, no surprise, they've got a lot of strengths. Their meta title and description's good. They've got a canonical tag is correctly set up. All 44 images include alt text. Headings are structured and doing well. You know, every site has a few things that they could probably do better on, but overall, it seems like, especially with the content that they've got on their homepage, the technical details, unless there's something really seriously wrong, the technical details all look pretty good. So let's go ahead and look at their positioning in local search. So what this has done is this has created a search grid, and it's imagining that from every location here that somebody is searching for this keyword electrician. So for instance, if someone's searching for electrician from their address, they're ranked number 1. There's, I think, between this and this is about 5 miles. And so that's actually like, I think that's about a 10-mile radius. Like, that's quite good to be ranking number 1. You can imagine how many electricians there are in Dallas. And the fact that they're coming up first in the search rankings is phenomenal. Not only that, they're just outside local search here. There's just a ton of opportunity for this company to expand the area of visibility in Google search. So we can see here, this is a list of rankings of other businesses that are also doing well in local search, with Mr. Electric of Dallas at the top. And what's kind of interesting is to compare, for instance, like some of their links. They've got almost 4,000 links. That's more than most people, but Mr. Electric of Grand Prairie has 141,000, and yet they're ranked number 8th, and Mr. Electric of Dallas is ranked 1st. So authority, they're not the most authoritative site on the list, but they are ranked first. They do have the most reviews. We've done a little bit of diagnostic. Now let's look at why they might be doing so well. So I do think their homepage is a big reason for that. They've got a lot of great content. They're ranking well in SEO. But as we get into citations, this is a little bit more focused on local search. So citations are third-party websites that set up profiles of businesses. And you want to be listed on as many of these as possible, especially the big ones. So Google's a big one. Apple Maps, Facebook, Bing, it looks like they're not listed there, so that's maybe an opportunity for them. But they are on Yelp, MapQuest, Yellow Pages. I don't need to read the whole list, but you can see that, you know, especially if we compare this to some sites who have a lot more opportunity, who are ranking lower, typically those sites or those businesses are not ranked in nearly as many citation sites as Mr. Electric of Dallas is. And this is definitely a reason why they're doing so well in search. I'd say one big opportunity for them is there's NAP errors. NAP is name, address, and phone. So if we scroll down this list, I bet we can find a few. It looks like here. So the phone number appears to be different here and here. There actually seems to be a couple different variations of the phone number. So I'm seeing 3 so far, and that can be a problem for Google. So this might be an opportunity for Mr. Electric of Dallas to improve their local search ranking even more. So this would be like solidifying their moat, essentially, by correcting some of these NAP errors. Google could see this and rank them lower because of some of these errors. So probably something to correct. All right, so let's look at, you know, they do have really good reviews, but they've got a good distribution between Google and Yelp. They also have, you know, like we all run real businesses and we all make mistakes. They've got a distribution of from 1 to 5 stars, and that's a real business. We're all human and we all make mistakes, and Google actually likes to see that. They like to see that there's some negative reviews because it means this business is not review gating. They're not only trying to get 5-star reviews in Google, which Google gets suspicious of. The other thing that's good to see is that they have grown their reviews in the last 2 months of the year. So I'm recording this in May 2025. Google likes to see that you have new reviews every 3 weeks. So if your last review was like 6 or 7 weeks ago, you're going to start to see your rankings in local search decline a little bit because that recency is important for Google to see. That concludes my audit of Mr. Electric in Dallas. Thank you all for listening, and hopefully you were able to learn some techniques that you can take to your own site to help you improve your visibility in your local Google search. So thanks so much. I'm John with Voltage Shield, Marketing for Electricians. I'll talk to you next week.